Hello, everybody, back again. It's Diddy Goose back again with another video. We're doing the 10-minute series. I think I might have forgotten to upload yesterday. Um, it's unfortunate, but there was a religious holiday for my people, so I feel like I have a bit of an excuse. So it's not gonna break the daily thing. Anyways, here we go. We're playing as Char Wolf. I think that is South Africa, and we are hopping into a Nimzo Indian, and he played A3, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take over here. And this is where it gets a bit confusing. I could play c5 here. It's not. It is a free pawn. That is true. But after he takes, I have moves like knight a6, queen ace, a5, attacking both pawns, and we're eventually gonna win material, right? So that wouldn't be a free pawn, and it would be great for us actually if he takes. But if he doesn't take, if he just plays d5, it's a bit. It's very different for sure. Um, in which case, if we take over here, he's not gonna take with this queen. He's gonna take with this pawn. It's a bit weird because now I'm gonna have a backwards pawn with this piece. So I'm not exactly sure. Something we could do, I guess, I just play knight e4, attack this pawn, and if you play something like queen c2, we could play f5, but this knight is gonna get kicked out very quickly. Actually, if yeah, this queen c2, f5, he plays f3. That would be a bit of a mistake because we have queen h4 check. He's forced to play g3, and I can take this pawn because if he takes, we take the rook. So going really back quick. Knight e4. If he goes queen here, we play f5. Is this even a good idea? Because maybe he's just gonna play g3 and then put this bishop over here. So I don't know how well that goes, honestly. Let's go ahead. I don't want to start with c5 either. I think d5 is the safest move, honestly. D5 just so he can't play any D5 himself. He goes ahead and takes. That makes sense. I could go ahead and take, or I could take with the queen. I have both options. I think if I take with the knight, he does have E4, which is a little annoying. If I take with this pawn, I don't like it too much. I think I'm going to go ahead and take with the queen. Our queen is not getting kicked out anytime soon, for sure, because there's no knight to jump over onto the square. He goes ahead and plays just T3. Or E3, blocking this bishop in, which is a little sad, but it's alright. I think here we can castle. We could also play c5. c5 also definitely is a move. I think we should castle first, just so he doesn't have any bishop b5 checks happening ever. He goes ahead and plays c4 himself. Very nice. He definitely won't be... Oh, I guess now he's blocked on this bishop too. It's interesting. We could give him a check, but he has just bishop blocks, so that doesn't help us too much. We could go back to d5. We could also go back to c6, and actually that might be interesting, just keeping the hold on this g2 pawn. That might be the move. That might be the play. Yeah, let's stay here. We're also making sure that he can't push this as well. We just got to figure out how exactly we're developing the rest of our pieces, but it will happen. It will happen. Don't worry. I'm gonna go ahead and play. Ooh, no, he's wanting to jump into the square with his knight. So I'm gonna go ahead and play knight d7. Make sure he cannot use the square himself. Yep, makes sense. Bishop comes over here. He's looking at this pawn, but I don't think it's too big of a problem just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and play this move. I'm ready to put in a bishop onto this diagonal. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit weird because queen, yeah, maybe it just did not belong on c6, honestly. Here's another bishop. They're both looking at this side of the board. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Um, yeah, that's a bit interesting for sure. We can't play anything like e5 because if she takes, he opens up this bishop too. So he definitely has something going on here. I think we're gonna go ahead and put a rook over here. So we could play this now. If we play this, but he has this move. He has that move, and then all of a sudden everything falls apart. I'm gonna play this just because I want to be able to play c5 myself. We need to play that from the very beginning. But now he does have this move, and then our queen gets kicked back even more. But then he has this move, and then he has a fork. So if he plays this, we are forced to take. If he takes over here, we can take with the knight, but then he does take this. Our knight, we take back. Okay, he's going to let us get c5 in, which I think is amazing for us. I'm going to play it immediately. If he takes and we take the knight, he does again have this takes, and we are forced to take with the pawn. Oh, we can't take with the knight. If he takes here and we take with the knight, he has bishop check. We take back, and then he's going to take our queen. So we cannot do that at all. So if he does take over here, we are forced to take with the queen. It's unfortunate, but that's how it rolls. That's how it goes. So that is something that we just are forced to do. He doesn't seem to care too much. He plays that rook move. It's nice for him. I think maybe we can just put a rook here, but then he does have this queen move, and it's a bit annoying. I'm thinking about just playing this knight move over here, or just playing h6 just so he can't jump in here. He can't really take a pawn. I think it's a bit necessary. We're just gonna try it out over here. What is our plan for this game? We need to kind of like make some sort of safety in the middle, and I'm not sure how to do that because he's just got a very nice bishop pair. That's a strong point, and opening up this stuff is probably good for him. I cannot lie. He goes ahead and plays this move. That's interesting. I think I am forced to take. If he takes with the pawn, he does it. Um, if we take with this bishop and then he pushes, this is not good for us. If we take with the knight and he pushes, all of a sudden, after we like move this knight out, he does have discovery ideas. But in this case, this blocks his piece. So if I go here, then all of a sudden, after he plays something like this, attacking this bishop, I'm not sure. Yeah, if I take over here, he pushes, I play here, he goes bishop b5, he's pinning this as well and attacking with the queen. If we do queen trade, he has a rook attacking and this thing. So it's not good for me. So I don't think I can take that back just yet. That's unfortunate. If I put a rook over here, though, it is much better. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put the rook over there. We are equal material, but of course he just has this piece coming in. And that makes sense for sure. Now he's starting to just push this, which is really bad for me, actually. And I need to figure out what to do over here. Because actually, we're starting to get cramped. And I'd love to not get cramped. Yeah, he's looking strong. If I play this, he takes, I take. He takes, I take. We're going to be down material. And that actually might, unfortunately, have to happen. Because if I move this back here, he has both of these coming in. Let's move the queen back, though. I think it is necessary to move the queen back. Um, This is tough. He's got this move in. We could play this, but then if he does this, and he goes back here, we have this move. But then he takes here. I don't think it's safe. I think I'm just gonna move the queen back even further, and we're gonna keep this attack. We're starting to get low on time, and that's something we have to keep an eye on. It's unfortunate, but this is just how the game goes, I guess. We just gotta be safe. He can very easily push this, though. And if that happens, I'm not sure where this knight is going. Knight goes here, maybe. Things are not looking great for me. I feel like it's forced. And he can push this. He takes. Not enjoying this. If I take, he's gonna open this up too, and I don't want this to be opened up. I'm gonna play this, but he doesn't have this. He has this check. If I take over here, he doesn't have this threat just yet. Oh, he does, because this is protected. Oops. Oh, it definitely is protected. That's very protected. He just has this move. We could put this. Yeah, it does save us for just a little bit. That's definitely nice, but it's not gonna last very long. We cannot play that. I could play this. Oh, but if he has this pawn, he has this pawn move. I guess I can take here and just keep running. Ow. If I go here, he has this, so I have to stay here. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. My knights are not happy. None of my pieces are happy. That just is the truth. Nothing is going according to plan. This knight is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Pushing more. Can I take here yet? Oh, I can't. I drop my queen. I think I'm going to take his queen first. Yeah. And now I can take this. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, he's going to take with check, which is annoying. Wait. There we go. There's the move. Oh, I misclicked. I think we were losing anyways, though. That is unfortunate. He really got me there. Especially with that misclick. That really seals the deal. I wanted to play bishop c8 and try to at least keep the game going because after he rook takes, at least bishop takes, and there's still something. But there is nothing now. In fact, I think he has check here. I'm forced here, and he has mate. But he does not finding that, which is unfortunate. I'll attack him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Ooh, oh, that's not good at all. That's not great. That's not good. Another piece fallen. This is so sad. I'm not exactly sure what to do. I have one piece remaining, and I don't think I can force a stalemate with just the one piece. I have to save this, though. I guess I'll put it here, just to block any funny things here. Uh-oh. Oh, I am forced to go here, and he has mate in one. Does he find it? He does not find it. No. Oh, he finds the mate now. Wow. It says I have 8 blunders. Oh my gosh. Does that mean that, like, I had so many chances to save myself, but I just did not save myself? That is embarrassing. Anyways, it's time for the analysis. Got to switch over here. And this is unfortunately not working, but I'll go ahead and make it work. Here we go. Here it is, and it looks like, yeah, he played a very good game. Maybe not 8 blunders. I don't know why I was thinking he had 8 blunders, but I had 5 mistakes. Sure. We definitely had a lot of mistakes. Let's go ahead into this game. This is a book move, and I am supposed to take here. And I played d5, which is the last book move, which, okay, so that's good. Queen takes d5 was a mistake. And apparently, let's say we retry. Was I supposed to take with the knight? Taking with the knight just feels weird. Yeah, because I feel like he just has e4, and then now my knight's just running around. So I had to take with the pawn. Taking with the pawn. And I guess I'm playing this regular system, not b6 and then bishop b7, because that's going to be blocked by this pawn. Or rather c6, maybe queen over here, bishop here. But I don't really like this too much because we don't have a very good bishop. It's a bit openish position, so his bishop pair is going to be a bit stronger. So maybe this, I just don't like this position at all. Can I play c5 here? This is what I would have rather played, but I was a bit scared about something like this. Because if he plays this, we're supposed to play d6, and then after knight f3, do we play this move? We can play e5. h6 is a bit better, just making sure that he's not doing this stuff, funny stuff. e3 makes sense, just putting the bishop onto this diagonal. Castles. Oh, queen d3. I don't like that. Bishop d3 is better. I guess takes. Oh, wait. What? I'm so confused, but he has a very strong bishop pair still. He actually stacks a pawn in this line for the bishop, for activating the bishop pair. But I guess, yeah, after c5 and then d6, you don't really have too much of a backwards pawn. But I play queen takes d5, and he messes up. We do this, and I should have just went all the way back. Queen does not belong on c6, unfortunately, because I need that square maybe for my knight. And if not for the knight, I need it for my bishop. So that just was not a good move. And I try to develop my stuff. Developing to a6 was just better because now it's not just looking at a queen, right? At least the bishop's looking at something. Eventually at the rook. This pawn is also not going to fall, but it'll be safe for sure. But at least there's some sort of threat. Bishop e2 is a mistake. I play rook f to e8, which unfortunately, which literally comes up as one of the best moves. Rook f to e8. It is the best move. So I don't know why it's calling it a mistake, or inaccuracy, but it's all right. Queen d6 is the best move. So this c5 is excellent. We get c5 in, which really feels like it saves us. h6 is excellent. He plays this. I take. He takes. And over here, rook a to d8 is a miss. Apparently, I can take over here, which I didn't see. Because I was thinking, okay, now what? After this, we can just take. Oh, we can just take. That is true. What happens if for bishop b5? Because now he's attacking this, so if we just move away, we're going to lose a knight. But we're not, because our other knight's protecting everything. Is it not? What happens if like this? There's something going on here. So rook e to d8, break the pin, and everything is all good. Because after he takes here, I can just take back, or I can just save this knight. Just do this. I'm just straight up winning now. Oh, man. I had the chance. So that just wouldn't have worked. Queen takes d5 also works. Knight takes d5 does not, though. Knight takes d5 does not work because after bishop here, there's definitely a pin, and he's about to play this move. That does not work, but I played this move, which just let him get e4 in, and now all of a sudden I'm just losing because he is just going to keep pushing. Queen e7 was a bit of a mistake, I feel like, because we just moved it to f8 immediately after. So maybe just going all the way back here was better. Knight h5 comes up, and I guess just putting it here is nice. Just trying to get rid of this, and then I guess I could scoot over and try to play on the king side. So there are some ideas, but I played this. He goes here, and now it's like, what am I supposed to do? Apparently, the best move at this point, it's already +2, right? So is this, and then after this. Yeah, he is winning. He is definitely winning. We can play this, so we get 2 pawns for the bishop, for a minor piece. But queen b7 and knight d3, he's going to trade it off. Maybe not with this piece. I should take with the queen, just to activate the queen as well. Then rook c2. Is this a move? Knight 61, he goes here. Oh, but the bishop holds this. Just barely holds it all together. So there's no threat there. So, I mean, we're down a piece for sure. So at that point, the computer just actually just give us a piece. Give away the piece. I played knight h2, try to hold the piece. Everything, yeah, literally everything is just giving up a piece, which is really sad. But we can't do anything. Queen takes f7 is the best move at this point. But he has knight e5, and I cannot do anything. Again, it just wants us to give up a piece. I don't want to give up a piece, though, because I want to keep playing. But at this point... Oh, he had mate in 1. That's just a checkmate, because everything, all the pieces are working together. Wow, he had checkmate in 1. You missed it, though. And I take over here. Apparently, the best move was this. But, I mean, it's not great. It's definitely not a good move. And his bishop was just so active. If he didn't find this move, it actually might have been evenish. After something like takes, he takes, and then bishop takes over here. I guess we have knight h5. And then, yeah, bishop e2 attacking this pawn. And I cannot save it. I can't save this pawn, so I guess I'll push it once more. And we're not definitely going to lose this. We also have a passed pawn, so we can maybe do a bit of something. But it's hard. It's very hard, for sure. Even just g3, and then after we take, he has 2 passed pawns. It's still looking tough, but he has a bishop pair, and he's got 2 passed pawns while we only have 1. So he definitely has a bigger threat than us. But he did find bishop b5, so game was definitely over by this point, and he has mate in 1. But he didn't find it. He moved over here and found the mate in 1 later. Really unfortunate, and actually, he played such a good game. It says 1950, but I think it was even better. Oh, we got 1350. I don't think we did a 1350, guys. Come on, but it was not a great game for sure. That is definitely true. Going back to the beginning, queen takes d5 is just a mistake. I don't like d5 this move too much actually, because after this, best move apparently is just to take back with the pawn, and we're playing with the worst bishop because our central pawn is going to be on d5, a light square. We're going to play c6, which is also a light square, and we have to develop this bishop like to f5. But this bishop's really just going to be like a defending bishop in the endgame if it doesn't get traded off. And like I don't have any targets on his light squares to attack, right? Because his pawns are on dark squares. Not that one. This one. He plays like something like g3 maybe, and like e3. It's very nice for him. Like that's where his pawns belong. Maybe not g3. G3 feels a little weird. He doesn't need that. But just like, yeah, develop this bishop, play e3, and then put this bishop over here or something. But he's got very nice pawns. My bishop does not belong. So I don't really like this position too much, but it is better than whatever we did. But I think I'm going to go ahead with the c5 move from now on. Obviously, if he takes, it's great for us. It's going to be like minus 0.7 or something. Okay, yeah. We can even castle first, but yeah, queen a5 comes up, knight a6 comes up, just like I said. So I know what I was talking about here. But after d5, I just have d6, and everything is okay-ish. So this is not a problem. But that's what we should have done. We played this, and continuing on, queen c6 is a horrible move because what is the queen doing here? After knight f3, I have no threat. I was like, oh, I want to keep this on this diagonal just to keep an eye on this g2 pawn, but he just immediately develops his knight. And it's a very natural move. Like, this is like one of the first things you're taught, develop your knight to f3. So he does that, and now all of a sudden my queen is looking stupid on c6 on the diagonal. So I should have just immediately went down to d7. Or not d7, d8 even. d7 does show up. And I guess the bishop's going to go to b7, so that's why d7 is not too bad. It's not really blocking the bishop. And I guess we can develop our knight to g6 eventually. So yeah, the queen's not actually blocking too much. So maybe yeah, d7 was actually the best move because after d7 we can put like rooks behind on d8 and c8 and push like this. Bishop's on b7, knight is on g6. It does look pretty nice for sure. But continuing, yeah, this entire thing was very messy. He did let us get c5 in, which we had a bit of a fighting chance, but we could have taken here, and that was just fortunately a tactical mistake. I thought that he had something with like here, we would go back and he has this move, but we already have a knight protecting, so we're all safe. Even after like this, we have this move, and everything is safe. It's even. We're up a pawn, but he does have a lot of attack with just like playing e5 right here. Knight d5 is forced, and I don't know. Oh, okay. The thing is frozen. There's knight d5. And I don't know how great I feel about this because after something like this, he's got pretty cool pieces. This rook is very active. This bishop is very active. This rook is also on an open file. And my knights are looking funny. This bishop is blocked. His knight can always just jump in like through h4 to here or here. So that's why it's even. But definitely better than whatever we ended up doing because we just let his pawns just run it down and we could not do anything. And we ended up losing just tactically, which is unfortunate. But he played a very amazing game and he had just a well-deserved loss because we did not play well. But that was it transposed into a Queen's Gambit decline, so that's very interesting. But I think that's it for this game, and I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Bye-bye.